Imagine stepping into a room where tension hangs heavy in the air, yet somehow, everything feels instantly lighter the moment a certain presence enters. It's not loud or flashy, but a calm energy that naturally draws people in, soothing the chaos around like a gentle breeze settling restless waves. This is the quiet power of Libra, a zodiac sign whose very essence is woven from the threads of balance, elegance, and harmony. There's something almost otherworldly about the way Libras navigate the world. They don't just move through it, they transform it, bringing beauty and peace wherever they go. Their gifts run deeper than surface charm or simple diplomacy. They possess a unique sensitivity to the emotional and aesthetic currents that others often miss. This ability allows them to see and restore what's out of sync, whether in relationships, environments, or even within themselves. More than that, Libra carries an innate sense of justice and fairness that pulses through their veins, guiding their words and actions with unwavering integrity. As we explore the talents that make Libra truly one of a kind, you'll discover a blend of grace and strength that feels both timeless and essential, qualities that quietly shape the world around them in ways most don't even realize. This journey isn't just about traits, it's about uncovering the soul's blueprint for harmony and learning how this remarkable sign teaches us to embrace peace and beauty in our own lives. From the very first moment a Libra steps into any space, there is an undeniable subtlety in the way they affect the atmosphere around them. It's a rare energy that doesn't scream for attention but rather invites a sense of calm and order. This ability to create harmony isn't learned through experience or taught by tradition, it's something innate, woven into the very fabric of their being. The world often feels chaotic and fragmented. But for Libra, the unrest is perceived as an invitation rather than a threat, a call to gently restore balance where it's been lost. This sensitivity extends far beyond simply noticing tension. Libras are uniquely gifted with a spiritual radar that picks up on the emotional undercurrents swirling between people, sensing when wounds have been left open or when misunderstandings threaten to widen divides. They step into these charged spaces not with the intent to avoid discomfort but with a profound understanding that peace doesn't mean silence or submission, it means integration. They become the invisible thread, the quiet force that mends what is broken without erasing the individuality of each piece. Through their presence alone, they can soften even the hardest of conflicts, encouraging hearts to listen rather than defend. This isn't about suppressing emotions but about honoring them in a way that elevates all involved. Closely intertwined with their natural ability to craft peace is Libra's exceptional aesthetic sensibility. The world, to a Libra, is much more than a random collection of objects and colors. It is a canvas that reflects the subtle interplay of beauty, symmetry, and emotional resonance. This talent is far from superficial. It runs as a deep spiritual current flowing through their entire experience of life. Their ruling planet, Venus, lends its touch not just to their love of art but to a profound connection with the idea that beauty is a language of the soul. In their presence, spaces seem to breathe more freely. Colors that feel discordant to others suddenly make sense when a Libra rearranges a room or chooses an outfit. This gift isn't limited to visual beauty either, it extends to the rhythms of interaction, the balance of energies, and the harmony of emotions. This heightened aesthetic sense is like an inner compass guiding them to what feels right rather than what looks trendy or popular. It is a form of spiritual remembering, as if their soul retains a blueprint of balance from before birth. They instinctively know when a space or a moment lacks a certain light, a specific softness, or an essential note of warmth. Their artistic touch uplifts not because it's loud or demanding, but because it reconnects others to a sense of wholeness and grace. It reminds those around them that beauty is not an extra, it is essential to human well-being, a healing balm for a weary world. Their natural diplomacy flows from this same wellspring of balance and grace. Libra's voice is never raised for the sake of being heard but instead carries a gentle authority that commands attention through clarity and compassion. This isn't the diplomacy of avoidance or half-truths. It is a profound commitment to truth delivered with kindness. When tension arises, a Libra's words become a sanctuary, a space where opposing sides can meet without fear of attack or dismissal. They possess a rare gift for translating emotions and intentions, decoding the unspoken fears and hopes on both sides. This ability to communicate with softness and firmness simultaneously allows Libras to resolve disputes that might otherwise escalate into confrontation. Their approach is not about winning or proving a point, it is about restoring connection and respect. They embody a form of compassion that doesn't dilute truth but shapes it in a way that can be received openly. People naturally gravitate toward Libras in difficult conversations because they sense a safety in their presence, an assurance that their voice will be heard without judgment. This delicate balance between honesty and empathy makes Libra's diplomacy one of their most powerful expressions of love and understanding in action. In harmony with their diplomatic gifts is a deeply ingrained sense of justice. For Libra, justice is not merely a social construct or legal principle, it is a pulse that runs through their very being. This sense of fairness is so intrinsic that Libras often feel compelled to speak up even when the stakes are high or when they stand alone. They don't seek recognition for their efforts but act because ignoring imbalance or unfairness feels impossible. Their radar for injustice is finely tuned, allowing them to detect subtle distortions in behavior, policy, or social dynamics that others might overlook or tolerate. What sets Libra apart is their commitment to justice that honors human dignity above all else. Their advocacy is rooted in compassion, not condemnation. They understand that true fairness transcends rigid rules and is measured instead by respect, empathy, and the recognition of shared humanity. This unwavering dedication to balance makes them silent protectors of the vulnerable. Champions who don't need a courtroom to take a stand. Their courage is steady and quiet, not loud or confrontational, but it carries the weight of deep conviction that inspires change and healing. Linked closely with their justice-driven spirit is the remarkable talent for negotiation. Unlike many who see negotiation as a battlefield, Libras approach it as a dance, a choreography of ideas and feelings that aims to find a point where all parties feel valued and heard. Their ability to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics without resorting to force or ego is nothing short of extraordinary. Instead of striving to be right, they seek what is fair, even if that means making concessions or reframing perspectives. This natural aptitude for negotiation isn't learned from manuals or formal training, it flows from their core wiring, an elegant blend of empathy and strategy. Libras listen not only to words but to the underlying emotions and intentions, sensing when to speak up and when to hold back. Their presence creates a calm center in heated discussions, allowing others to move beyond defensiveness and toward collaboration. The solutions they craft are rarely zero-sum, they aim to elevate everyone involved, making it clear that real success comes from unity rather than division. What makes their negotiation style truly special is the genuine care they bring to the process. It's not about winning a deal or gaining advantage, but about harmonizing intentions in a way that respects each person's dignity and desires. When Libras are involved, agreements don't feel forced or artificial, they feel right. This talent to transform conflict into connection through thoughtful conversation is a gift that resonates far beyond individual interactions. It ripples out, building bridges where walls once stood. Together, these intertwined talents, creating harmony, sensing and crafting beauty, communicating with gentle authority, standing for justice, and orchestrating negotiation, form the foundation of Libra's unique contribution to the world. They reveal a spirit designed not for dominance or discord but for alignment and peace. In each of these gifts lies a sacred dance between strength and softness, clarity and compassion, mind and heart. As we delve further, it becomes clear that Libra is much more than an air sign associated with charm and aesthetics. They are spiritual architects of balance whose gifts ripple through relationships, communities, and environments. Their talents invite us to slow down, listen deeply, and recognize the unseen threads that connect us all. Through them, we are reminded that peace is not the absence of conflict but the presence of understanding, and that beauty and justice are not luxuries but necessities in the human experience. Libras are naturally endowed with a magnetic social charm that flows effortlessly from their authentic presence rather than any forced performance. This charm is a subtle, almost invisible energy that permeates their interactions, inviting others to open up and feel genuinely valued. When a Libra enters a room, the atmosphere shifts, not because they command attention aggressively but because their warmth radiates quietly and consistently. This isn't a superficial charm aimed at impressing others, it is a reflection of their deep empathy and respect for people. Their ability to remember names, listen intently, and respond with genuine curiosity makes others feel seen in a world that often rushes past without noticing. This type of social grace stems from an inner sincerity. People sense that Libras are not performing to gain favor but are connecting because it matters deeply to them. Their manner is soft and inviting, creating an environment where walls come down and true conversations begin. This gift is more than a social skill, it's a form of healing energy that transforms interactions into spaces of acceptance and warmth. The presence of a Libra can make even the most guarded individual feel safe enough to be vulnerable, and this ease of connection flows naturally and generously without discrimination or selectivity. Closely intertwined with their social magnetism is an innate artistic ability that feels less like talent and more like an extension of their soul. Creativity in Libra is not a rare visitor but a constant companion, flowing through their hands, thoughts, and expressions. Whether manifested in music, fashion, visual art, or writing, their creative impulse is driven by a profound sensitivity to the unseen layers of beauty and emotion that others might miss. This isn't just about making things look appealing, it is about channeling a spiritual memory or essence that seeks form in this world. They seem to access colors, shapes, and sounds that resonate with forgotten places within the human heart. This creativity is fluid and natural, never forced or contrived. Even when not actively creating, Libra's minds are engaged in an ongoing dialogue with beauty and expression. Their artistic choices, from the way they dress to how they arrange their living spaces, reflect a grace that communicates without words. For them, art is a sacred language, a means of existence, and a way to bring healing and inspiration. This profound creative energy connects them deeply to Venus, their ruling planet, whose influence imbues their work with sensuality, refinement, and emotional resonance. Flowing seamlessly from their artistic gifts is a refined and almost instinctual good taste that defines their personal and aesthetic choices. This sense of taste is neither trendy nor superficial but timeless and deeply intuitive. Libras do not chase fashion or status symbols, instead, they gravitate toward what feels balanced, harmonious, and elegant. This natural sophistication is present in everything they touch, from the colors they choose in clothing and interiors to the music that moves them and even to the way they interact with others. Their good taste goes beyond appearances to permeate their entire presence, their movements, speech, and manners reflect a quiet refinement. It is this holistic elegance that distinguishes them, making their environments calming and inspiring without trying too hard. This talent is not learned or taught but inherent, an internal compass that points toward harmony. When others feel overwhelmed or off balance, Libras quietly restore order through their choices, creating spaces and moments that soothe and uplift. This intrinsic understanding of what feels right rather than what looks right is a cornerstone of their magnetic appeal. Romanticism in Libra moves far beyond clichés or fleeting passion. It is an authentic and intentional way of loving that honors depth and presence. Their approach to romance is elegant, sincere, and deeply felt, a quiet devotion that manifests in thoughtful gestures and emotional availability. This kind of love does not seek perfection but values presence and connection as sacred. Libras do not play games or wear masks in matters of the heart, they give themselves fully and with grace, nurturing their relationships as delicate, living ecosystems that require care and patience. They remember small details, create moments that feel poetic without needing grand declarations, and hold space for their partner's vulnerability with tenderness. This authenticity is a source of healing for those lucky enough to receive it because it is rooted in a genuine belief in the beauty of shared emotional journeys. Their romantic nature is a powerful force, not a weakness, but a conscious offering of peace and emotional depth that enriches lives profoundly. Completing this cluster of gifts is Libra's remarkable ability to listen deeply, truly listen, not to reply but to understand. Their attention is focused and undivided, creating a safe and supportive container for others to express themselves. When speaking with a Libra, time seems to slow, and words feel significant because they are met with genuine presence and empathy. They don't interrupt or rush, instead, they absorb emotions and thoughts as if holding a fragile treasure. This deep listening is not a learned skill but a sacred blessing that comes naturally. People feel lighter after sharing their inner worlds with a Libra, not because they are given direct answers, but because their presence provides clarity and acceptance. In a noisy and distracted world, this capacity to hold space without judgment or distraction is rare and precious. It invites healing by allowing others to find their own truths in an atmosphere of calm support. This talent for listening also connects to Libra's broader role as a peacemaker and mediator. By truly hearing others, they help untangle emotional knots and foster understanding between conflicting parties. Their silence is never empty but full of compassion, making the process of communication feel like a gentle unfolding rather than a battle to be won. It is through this profound gift that Libras weave connection and empathy into the fabric of their relationships and communities. Together, these 5 talents, social charm, artistic creativity, refined taste, authentic romanticism, and deep listening, paint a picture of Libra as a being who embodies balance and grace not just as concepts but as living, breathing qualities. Each talent feeds into the next, creating a harmonious whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. Their charm invites connection, which nourishes their creativity. Their refined taste shapes the environments where their romantic spirit can thrive, and their deep listening fosters the emotional safety essential for genuine intimacy. In exploring these gifts, it becomes clear that Libras do not seek to stand out through force or volume but through the quiet power of presence and intentionality. Their talents serve a higher purpose: to heal divisions, uplift beauty, and cultivate authentic human connection. Through this intricate dance of qualities, Libra offers a model for how balance can be lived out in the everyday moments of life. The natural elegance that Libras carry is unmistakable, yet it is not something they consciously cultivate as a performance or facade. It radiates effortlessly from within, like a quiet melody that lingers long after it's played. This elegance is deeply rooted in their connection to beauty, proportion, and balance, which transcends trends and superficial standards. Their movements, gestures, and even their speech reflect a soft grace that feels almost choreographed yet entirely spontaneous. It is not about seeking attention but about embodying harmony in every moment. This kind of elegance shapes not only how they present themselves but also how they interact with the world, bringing a subtle refinement to everyday experiences that others often sense without being able to pinpoint. This innate elegance extends beyond the physical and touches the emotional and social realms. There is an unspoken language in the way Libras carry themselves that invites trust and warmth. Their presence calms, their voice soothes, and their gaze communicates kindness without words. This natural poise often makes them the quiet center of any gathering, not because they demand the spotlight, but because their energy creates an atmosphere of ease and respect. It's a rare kind of beauty, one that is deeply felt rather than merely seen, and it leaves a lasting impression on those who encounter it. Hand in hand with their natural elegance is a gentle magnetism that flows quietly but powerfully from their core. Unlike overt charisma that demands attention through force, Libra's magnetism is subtle and consistent. It draws people in not through spectacle or loudness, but through authenticity and presence. This energy doesn't overwhelm; instead, it invites closeness and openness. It creates a safe emotional space where others feel genuinely seen, heard, and valued. In a world often characterized by noise and performance, this gentle allure is a breath of fresh air, a grounding force that encourages authenticity over pretense. This magnetism thrives on genuine connection rather than superficial interaction. Libras don't seek to impress or manipulate; their attraction lies in their capacity to listen deeply and respond with empathy. Their laughter has rhythm, their pauses carry intention, and their silences offer comfort. These qualities create a magnetic pull that is less about physical appearance and more about energetic resonance. People are drawn to Libra's consistent, warm glow because it promises acceptance and understanding, something rare and precious in today's fast-paced, judgmental world. Closely tied to this quiet allure is Libra's exceptional musical sense. For many Libras, music is not merely entertainment, it is a soulful experience, a language that speaks to parts of themselves and others beyond words. Their connection to rhythm, melody, and harmony is deeply intuitive. They perceive music not just with their ears but with their entire being, feeling it in their body, mood, and surroundings. This sensitivity often manifests as an acute awareness of the emotional tone in conversations and environments, which they naturally attune to and reflect. Some Libras express this gift through their own musical talents, whether singing, playing instruments, or composing, while others absorb music in a way that profoundly shapes their inner landscape. The songs they resonate with become emotional markers for memories and experiences, weaving a soundtrack to their lives. Their natural ability to move with elegance and rhythm often mirrors the music they carry within, allowing them to embody harmony in both motion and spirit. This profound relationship with music enhances their overall aura of balance and beauty, connecting them even more deeply to their Venusian roots. Patience, especially within relationships, is another profound gift that Libras offer to the world. In an era defined by immediacy and impatience, Libras stand apart with their willingness to stay, listen, and nurture connections over time. Their emotional patience is a testament to their deep understanding that meaningful relationships cannot be rushed or forced. They recognize that true intimacy and trust develop through sustained effort, empathy, and the willingness to weather discomfort and tension. This patience is not passive endurance but an active, loving presence that chooses to remain invested even when challenges arise. Libras do not abandon relationships at the first sign of difficulty, rather, they tend to them like a gardener tending a delicate plant, watering, pruning, and caring with mindful attention. They expect authenticity rather than perfection and are willing to hold space for flaws and growth. This steadfastness provides a safe harbor for their loved ones, making their relationships feel reliable and enduring. Their ability to embrace complexity without retreating is a powerful form of love in a world that often prioritizes convenience over commitment. Alongside this emotional patience is Libra's uniquely analytical approach to emotions. They don't merely feel feelings, they understand them with clarity and calmness. This rare blend of empathy and logic allows them to perceive the intricate layers of others' emotional experiences without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. Their minds work quietly in the background, decoding unspoken cues, asking gentle questions, and helping to untangle emotional knots. This capacity to blend heart and mind means Libras can provide support that is both soothing and insightful. They offer a space where emotions are honored but also made sense of, giving others the clarity needed to move forward. Their emotional intelligence is reflective rather than impulsive. They don't rush to fix or judge but patiently guide through understanding. This makes Libras powerful emotional anchors, those who can hold steady amid emotional chaos and help others find balance without losing themselves. Their analytical empathy turns confusion into clarity and pain into growth, creating healing connections grounded in both compassion and wisdom. Together, these interconnected gifts, natural elegance, gentle magnetism, deep musicality, unwavering patience, and emotionally analytical minds, continue to reveal the multifaceted brilliance of Libra. Each talent enriches the others, forming a holistic portrait of a sign devoted not just to personal grace but to creating harmony in every dimension of life. Their elegance opens doors, their magnetism invites connection. Their musical sensitivity resonates with deeper rhythms, their patience fosters lasting bonds, and their emotional clarity guides hearts toward peace. This constellation of talents shows us that Libra's beauty is far more than skin deep. It is a living embodiment of balance in action, where appearance, emotion, intellect, and spirit come together in a dance that uplifts and transforms. Their presence offers a model for how harmony can be woven through the complexities of human experience, reminding us that true elegance is found in authenticity and gentle strength, not in noise or force. A Libra's ability to sense and create peaceful environments is truly one of their most profound gifts. The moment they enter a space, something shifts, the tension that might have been simmering beneath the surface softens, and a calm sense of order begins to emerge. This talent goes far beyond mere decoration or tidying up. It is an intuitive artistry of energy management, a spiritual attunement to the emotional and atmospheric balance within any room or gathering. Libras notice the subtle discomforts others overlook, the misaligned picture frame, the awkward silence between conversations, the imbalance in lighting or color that unsettles the mood. They move gently but purposefully, adjusting, aligning, and curating the environment in a way that restores harmony without drawing attention to their actions. This gift transforms spaces into sanctuaries, places where people feel safe, seen, and emotionally held. Libras do not just arrange physical objects, they curate feelings, set tones, and orchestrate atmospheres that welcome connection and healing. Their presence in any environment is a form of soft shield against the chaos of the outside world, a breathing space of serenity where others can find respite. This natural instinct to create peace wherever they go reflects their soul's deeper mission, to be a living embodiment of balance, reminding us that harmony begins with the environments we inhabit and the energy we bring to them. Continuing this journey into Libra's extraordinary talents, their refined way of speaking stands out as a rare and powerful form of communication. Libra's voice doesn't compete with the noise around it but rises calmly and deliberately, capturing attention through grace and precision rather than volume. Their words are carefully chosen, each sentence crafted like a brushstroke in a painting, deliberate, meaningful, and capable of healing. This unique way of speaking is neither passive nor aggressive, it balances strength with softness, conveying truth without alienation. In conversations, whether offering advice, expressing emotions, or confronting challenges, Libras lower defenses rather than raising them. They understand that language can either wound or mend, and they consistently choose to be healers through speech. This talent draws people to them because it creates a safe space for honest connection, even when difficult truths must be spoken. Their communication style inspires trust and invites vulnerability, allowing others to feel genuinely heard and understood. In a world where shouting often drowns out meaningful dialogue, Libra's quiet clarity offers a refreshing breath of fresh air, a testament to the power of elegance in expression. Building on their eloquence is Libra's deep and unwavering love for justice and ethics. This passion is more than a principle, it is an embodied feeling that courses through their being. When injustice occurs, it resonates in their very chest, compelling them to act. Libras do not shy away from uncomfortable truths or silent complicity. Instead, they lean in, guided by a moral compass that points unerringly toward fairness and equality. Their advocacy is grounded not in rebellion for its own sake, but in a profound respect for human dignity and the belief that every voice deserves to be heard. This love for justice manifests as quiet strength. They often stand as silent protectors of those who lack the power to defend themselves. Libras are not motivated by applause or recognition. They are driven by an internal need to restore balance wherever it has been disturbed. Their questions, posed calmly and clearly, challenge the status quo and invite deeper reflection. This steady commitment to ethics changes the dynamics of any situation, creating ripple effects that extend far beyond individual actions. Their presence in movements for peace and fairness is a living example of how quiet conviction can shift the tides of history. Another remarkable gift that Libra carries is their unique capacity to negotiate with ease and grace. Unlike many who approach negotiation as a contest or battle of wills, Libras see it as an opportunity for harmony and mutual benefit. Their heart of a listener and mind of a strategist work together seamlessly, allowing them to navigate complex dynamics with empathy and insight. They sense when to push, when to pause, and how to reframe conversations so that all parties feel heard and valued. This talent transforms potential conflicts into creative problem-solving spaces where solutions emerge naturally. Libras don't negotiate from ego or desire to win, they negotiate from a place of genuine care for outcomes and the people involved. Their ability to harmonize differing intentions makes agreements feel fair and sustainable rather than forced or fleeting. In every interaction, their voice becomes a bridge, connecting opposites and inviting collaboration. This rare skill to resolve tension without force elevates Libra's role as a peacemaker, demonstrating the profound impact of empathy combined with strategy. As we explore deeper into Libra's nature, their social charm reveals itself as another essential facet of their brilliance. This charm is not cultivated or performative, it is a natural extension of who they are. Libras do not seek to dominate attention but instead create an atmosphere where others feel relaxed, valued, and genuinely appreciated. Their warmth and softness permeate interactions, making conversations lighter, more meaningful, and often transformative. The way Libras remember names, ask meaningful questions, and listen with true presence creates connections that go beyond the surface. They have a way of making people feel uniquely seen, breaking down walls and masks that often protect vulnerability. This effortless charm opens doors that logic alone cannot, fostering trust and goodwill in personal and professional spheres alike. It is a magnetic quality that flows quietly yet powerfully, a reminder that genuine kindness and presence are among the most attractive forces in human relationships. Finally, Libra's artistic ability rounds out this constellation of talents, reinforcing their deep connection to beauty and creation. For Libras, creativity is not a hobby or occasional impulse, it is an essential expression of their inner world. Their hands, eyes, and minds are constantly engaged in crafting something beautiful, whether through painting, fashion, music, or writing. This creativity feels like a spiritual memory, a timeless language spoken by their soul. Their artistic process is fluid, graceful, and intuitive, not driven by the desire to impress but by a need to express and exist fully. Others notice the elegance in their choices, the harmony in their lines, and the balance in their compositions. For Libra, art is not a performance but a sacred form of communication and healing. They remind us that beauty is not an extra. It is essential to human experience and a pathway to peace. Bringing all these gifts together reveals a profound truth about Libra. Their talents are not just personal strengths but spiritual callings meant to restore balance and beauty to the world. Through their elegance, magnetism, musicality, patience, empathy, environmental sensitivity, refined speech, justice-driven heart, negotiation skills, social grace, and creativity, they weave harmony into the fabric of life in countless subtle and transformative ways. For those who resonate with Libra's energy, there is an invitation to embrace these qualities within themselves and to foster peace and beauty in every corner of their lives. For everyone else, observing and learning from Libra's example can open doors to deeper connection, understanding, and balance. If this exploration of Libra's divine talents has inspired you, make sure to join our community by subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found these insights meaningful, and share this video with friends and family who would appreciate the soulful magic of Libra. Your support helps us continue creating content that connects the stars with our everyday lives. Stay tuned for more astrological journeys that illuminate the mysteries of the zodiac and offer guidance for your path. Until next time, keep seeking harmony, embrace your unique gifts, and let the beauty of the cosmos inspire your every step.